Hello everybody, I am driving here. I will tell you where I'm going in just a little bit, but this week my thinking less fat and therefore my being less fat has manifested in 71 pounds less fat. Amazing. I'm so happy. So proud of my change of thinking, my change of behavior, and of course then the amazing weight loss that I've had and just my level of energy, wanting to get outside and move more and walk and hike and just experience more of the world rather than just being in the world. But I am driving here to my doctor's office for a 2-week follow-up after my week 29 blood pressure scare. And I'll tell you, the blood pressure's come down. The blood pressure has come down, but it's really not back in nominal parameters. So I'm expecting the conversation here with the doc to be about starting to actually look at stuff, take more tests, and really find out what's causing this rather than just treating the symptom with medication. So I will tell you more once I know more. But this is year 1, week 31. Well, as expected, don't really have any answers. Blood pressure is still up. Doesn't look like the hydrochlorothiazide medication taking, I was double dosing. I was a doper. At 25 milligrams, doesn't really seem to help. So it looks like tests are in the work to see if there's hyperthyroidism, some endocrine stuff. So we'll just have to see, but I will keep you posted. Well, I'm out from the doc's office, and I really like my doc. I like my previous doc too, but Dr. Steve Nix, yes, I refer to him as Stevie, but great doc. Actually, he had a really great medical student, so shout out to her. She did great. She's like 3 years in, so. But yeah, it was a good visit. Don't know any answers right now, but that's what I expected. We're going to change medication and experiment with that. So a very pragmatic approach. And that actually I need to talk to you because I actually come from a medical family. My dad was a medical doctor. My mom was a registered nurse. And there's a reason why they call doctors' offices practices, because they're just practicing on you. A lot of times they don't know what to do, right? It's all about discovery, and that's how I've got to look at it from my engineering viewpoint. Right now we're in discovery in a very pragmatic mode, so we're trying to experiment with things and try to kind of figure out what's going on. And if this medication, this new medication over the next 5 weeks or so doesn't really start to bring my blood pressure down consistently, then at least a trend down, then we're probably going to have to really start looking at things, so EKGs and ultrasounds and all that. So like I said before, I will keep you posted.
Sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
Well, we're about 3/4 of the way through a day hike on our neighborhood trail system, and I decided, what the heck, I'm just gonna take a new trail here, and it was absolutely amazing. So hope you enjoyed the hike, and let's get back on the trail and let's get back to the house because it looks like it could rain on me.
Somewhere by the emerald sea, where the moon and water meet.
Well, this is a trigger warning for some of you that might be watching, but I am a carnivore. And so right back there was a deer, and usually I see deer when I take the walk here just on our neighborhood trails, which is good to see because I just bought my 3-year big game hunting license here in South Carolina. So later on this year, I will be hunting and I will be filming it on this vlog.
Somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take.
So let me give you an update on my blood pressure. If you watched the previous vlogs, you know that I've had this really high blood pressure, and so the doc at the time prescribed a diuretic to try to get the fluids out of my blood because perhaps maybe I was having too much salt or anything like that. We have now discovered that is not the issue. And the medication I was on then was hydrochlorothiazide, which was a diuretic, try to get that fluid out of my blood, because the more stuff, more fluid you've got in your blood and the same amount or the same size blood vessels, then obviously the pressure is going to go up. So, but now what we're trying is what's called an ACE inhibitor, ACE, because you've got a system in your body that regulates your blood pressure. And what really regulates it is this enzyme that is called an angiotensin converting enzyme, or ACE, ACE. And now the medication that I'm on is lisinopril, which is an ACE inhibitor, trying to then lower the conversion, right? The converting of the enzyme angiotensin from 1 to 2. A whole lot of biochemistry going on. So that's what we're going to be monitoring over the next few weeks to see if this inhibitor, it really helps, because one of the byproducts of having too much of this ACE, or this angiotensin converting enzyme, is that it constricts your blood vessels. So same amount of stuff, constrict the blood vessels, higher pressure. So that's one thing that we agreed on. We're going to try medication still, and so I will continue to get an update and give you an update, because one of the things that the doc did not agree with me was that wrist monitor I had for my blood pressure. He says, those aren't very good. Go get one that's a cuff design that goes up on your arm. So I went ahead and did that. And then one of the other things, though, that the doc and I did agree on is that if this vlog is seen by somebody and it helps them not die, that would be really cool. So give a thumbs up. You're amazing. Subscribe and chime that bell to get notified. I am Uncle Mike.